I do want to do the show with my mom, ghost chasing with my crazy mom. That would be great. People would love that shit.
I don't know if that should be the title of the show.
Well, it's too long. It's too long. I got to figure out how to shorten it a little bit.
Chasing with my crazy mom. That's like, I mean, I love your mom. It should be you, me and your mom. It shouldn't be you. You should have
I'll film it.
You should have to be the one filming me and your mom because I love your mom.
I'll do all the production. I'll do all the production for this show, Dan.
Only person
the three of us are hitting the open road.
Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! Hey, watch him! With Dan and Tony! It's like watching, yeah!
Welcome to Hey Watching with Dan and Tony! I am Dan!
I am Tony! Do you remember that one time someone commented we sounded like Muppets? You just proved them right, Dan. You threw it right out the gate.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm all for it. People love Muppets.
Actually, I'm gonna text my wife right now. I forgot my water. You know, I hate it.
I'm pretty low, so I might pass out in the middle of the show.
If you're low, Tell them what we do on this show, Tony. While I text my wife.
On this show, we watch a movie and then we talk about a movie. And this week it was Dan's choice to pick a movie, and he decided to be a jerk and watch something that is hardly classified as a movie, I would argue. It is Steven Soderbergh's weird. The movie's called Presence, and it's a spoiler alert. You get to be the presence, and turns out being a ghost super boring. This is hell. This is hell. That's what it is. It's boy.
Yeah. But
I did not enjoy this, Dan.
I can't say I was necessarily bored. I was.
Yeah.
It was just sort of like you sat there, kind of going like.
What? What are we doing? Why?
Who
I wrote these people.
I wrote the tentative title of what we could call this episode. Why it doesn't work.
So here's what I will say is when it got over, Naomi and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's a choice. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It is a choice. And that you don't always get that these days. So I guess, kudos Soderbergh for being like, let's try something different.
Yeah.
My thought is, though, this is like something that a film student would bring for their thesis because they think they're being creative and like edgy and cool. And then everyone else in the class would be like, well, this isn't a movie, bud. That's not how you make a movie. Don't do it like that.
Well, I mean, yes, that it's somebody has a clever idea and then they go to the first thought and then they just stop right there.
That's it. That's all we need.
Just stop there. Because the idea of this movie is that it's from the viewpoint of the ghost.
Yeah.
But then we don't have an interesting ghost. We don't give the ghost even the most cursory interesting powers. It
got to move books. So, hey, that's pretty good.
We're going to talk about that scene. That scene was like, I was like, what the fuck? We don't really learn who the ghost is. We don't learn what the ghost wants. We don't learn why the ghost is where it's at. We kind of have an idea of maybe who it is.
Yeah, I was stuck between two people. I couldn't decide which one it would be.
There's two girls. Well, spoilers. There's two girls that had committed suicide, and so it's ostensibly one of those. But the flip side of all of that is it's trapped in the next girl's house who the killer is going to try to kill, which doesn't make any sense. I am writing a ghost book right now.
Okay.
And it starts with the girl dying.
Sure.
And then you're like, well, she could just wander off, right? And do stuff. But no, instead I confine her to where she dies.
Right. Yeah.
And by doing that, I'm forcing myself to think about why she would be confined to where she dies.
100%.
And then I have to begin to understand how I can move past that concept.
Sure.
this movie's like, we're not going to tell you about the person. We're not going to tell you why they're trapped there. They're not going to tell you how they're trapped there. Any of this interesting stuff.
Well, that's the end of the movie. That's the last like 3 frames of the movie. You find out who the ghost is, and you're like, oh, okay, I get why they're there, what they had to do. And then they float off into heaven, I suppose.
Heaven. Or sink down.
Although, I mean,
where Tony's
I would argue that ghost probably not going to heaven. The brother's a dick. I don't like that guy at all.
Wait, you thought it was the brother? The ghost was the brother?
The ghost is the brother, Dan. Uh-oh. Dan, did you finish the movie?
Yeah. So you think the ghost is the brother, but he became retroactive because they do that line where the brother doesn't exist in time.
Crazy lady is like, the ghost, time is different for the ghosts. It can be before or after or from. And I was like, okay, well, that they're trying to explain beforehand why the ghost is going to make sense because it doesn't make sense in real terms.
Oh, so the ghost is the brother. It's not one of the 2 dead girls.
Exactly,
okay.
yeah. So the ghost ends up being the brother. It's an interesting conceit, but this movie's so poorly constructed in my view that it doesn't matter. I like the idea. I think it's fun.
Well, I guess that's why he's confined to the house. Okay, well, I mean, that answers my one question like that. But here's... We start the movie. I'm not starting the movie. We start the movie with the ghost kind of cruising around the empty house, right? The ghost moves like a wide-angle lens.
Makes me sick.
Steadycam.
Yeah.
And you just feel they never do anything to subvert the Steadicamness and the wide-angle lensness.
100%. Yeah.
Never for a second.
Well, they shake it once. Remember when he gets excited? Which is confusing because he moves books and then doesn't move anything else the rest of the time. Remember, he has that one temper tantrum.
Well, he knocks
where
over,
it destroys the room.
He moves books. He knocks over stuff in a closet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
He has a temper tantrum in a room. He knocks over 1 glass of OJ.
Oh yeah, the drugged OJ.
And then he causes ringing in his own ears, I guess, and causes lights to flicker, I guess.
Which whatever. That I don't feel like that's the best way to wake someone up from being drugged.
I mean, if I could move books around and I want to move books around, and I see someone, I mean, spoilers, the bad guy's going to murder the girl at the end and maybe rape her too. I guess not rape her.
It isn't like, because he already had sex with her. Like, he just got done fooling around with her and he's like, and now for the fun part, I'm going to murder you. Which is real dark.
Wait, did they?
Sad.
No, they didn't have sex. They didn't have sex.
Oh, no, you're right. Not that time. He had sex with her. The first time he tried to drug her, it was after they had sex. Right after
sex, he wanted to have more sex with her, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a weird guy. I'll tell you that.
So
here's my question, Dan.
Give me your question, Tony.
Since the ghost turns out to be the brother, why does he always hang out in the closet? In his sister's closet, watching her? That's weird.
If it was her brother, and it was her brother, especially like when they were first having sex, he was watching. And,
he was watching. It's weird.
It's like no.
As a sibling myself, that's a firm no.
You have a sister.
That's a definitely not. I'm jumping out the window. I'll die a second time as the ghost. Do not make me watch that. I will never do it. Super weird.
Yeah. No, he didn't seem like a weird kid, so you're like, no.
Although, did you get the feeling that Lucy Liu and him were maybe having a thing?
I didn't.
Come on, you did.
No.
There's a moment.
Did I think that her relationship towards the son was inappropriate, but not in a sexual way? It was just just a very inappropriate. I mean, maybe Lucy Liu was like, "I'm into you, bro."
Hey, good for him. There's a moment. So here's my thing.
Yeah.
She's like, that's the first scene that's weird to me is when they're like, she's talking to him in the kitchen and she's like,
you're
it's all for you. It's all for you. Who gives a shit about your sister? But she says the line, something to the effect of, it doesn't matter how bad of a thing you do if you do it for the right reasons. And I was like, are you hitting on him? I got a little bit of a vibe where she's like, so we could sleep together. It's okay. But I'm sure that's not what it is.
It's interesting because there are lines like that in this movie that are referencing things. And then when they are eventually paid off, I as an audience member missed it because that line is paid off because she's cooking the books at work to make more money.
So I didn't get that at all. Yeah. But that makes so much sense because the dad is like, how much trouble am I in if my wife's doing something bad? And I was like, what's she doing?
So the idea
I must have totally missed that. Okay.
Well, it's thin because of the nature of this movie where what'll happen is the ghost will like spook downstairs and then there'll be a sort of a half conversation going on and then it will just cut to black.
Right. I didn't love that, by the way. The blacks.
Have you ever done Soarin' Over America at California Adventure Disneyland?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I hate that ride.
Sure.
Because in that ride, what you do, you'll be like soaring over San Francisco, and then it'll be like hard cut. You're in a completely different place, moving in a different direction, and it's just like. And then, but if you do Star Tours, you get on the little ship. You go on an adventure, you go to here, you go to there, then you land.
It's all cohesive. Yeah.
And you're like this, and it's the exact same ride, basically. And one is one of the greatest rides ever, and one I just find stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I get that because it's disjointed. Like you're not traveling, you're teleporting. It's weird.
You're teleporting. And if they had there you said it. Just have like a little portal that we fly through.
Like it's Space Mountain, like that beginning of Space Mountain where the lines are coming at you. Just do that.
Just send us to a little portal, which we're like, whoa, okay.
We're going through little wormholes, pop.
And that ride would have been 10 times better with a little bit of animation. So what they do is the ghost will be ghosting around, then something will be going on, and then it's just like cut to black, and then boom, we're in a new situation.
And why I didn't like that? Are they saying that the ghost flickers?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. The ghost is bouncing from thing to thing, and what they should have done was they should have cued it. Maybe first of all, they should have had the ghost go through walls. They absolutely should have had the ghost go through walls.
Not that that's an easy thing to do when you are the ghost, but I agree 100%. He walks around everything.
You could have just set it up at the beginning, and then we would have not had to worry about it. If he walked through one or two doors at the beginning, we'd have been like, oh, okay, he's free to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have been as demanding of it if they, sprinkled it in there. And then what they should have done is every time a scene was starting to break down, it should have broken down. It should have been like,
some sort of visual cue that like something's happening. That's why we're stopping. Because otherwise it's just because it seems like the ghost is just a ghost. And all of a sudden we're like, okay, next day. It's like, well, but we're the ghost. So why am I leaving for the day? I don't understand. I don't know.
We got to do a thing. We got to do a thing like consciousness. Like when you roofie somebody in a movie and you're seeing their point of view, you see them go.
Yeah, sure.
And if we just had some sort of transitionary effect, it would have felt like the ghost is lost, that he's, that the ghost is untethered in the world. But instead, it just felt like they figured out the least amount of work they could do to transition from all the scenes that they wanted to get to.
How do we get from scene to scene? Just black it out. I don't really care. We'll figure it out in post, and then you don't. And then you're just like, fuck it.
Or do some sort of weird wipe, or, do something where you're like, where you lean into it, and then it folds into this next thing.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
It would have been interesting. It would have given it a ghostly nature, as opposed, where you're like, okay, this creature is lost. Instead, it just felt like there was a Steadycam guy and somebody, in the editing room going like, okay, let's cut this one here.
And end of scene. Here we go.
And they really brought us in way too early on every scene, and then they kept us there.
Yeah, 100%. You hang out there's too much on you. Like if we're doing just, I don't know, make it the important stuff, because otherwise it's just like, what are we doing here?
Because there was the plot was so thin.
Well, sure.
We didn't even really get into anything. Okay, let's talk about the actors.
Okay, great.
Who's the best actor in the movie?
The dad.
The dad. That's what I guessed.
Yeah.
Who's
Benny from Stranger Things?
Oh, he's the fry cook from Stranger Things.
Yeah, season 1 fry cook. Yeah. And also, what is he?
He gets killed.
He does. Yeah, real sad
He gets
stuff.
very
Poor
killed
Benny.
by the government.
Poor Benny. Oh, he had a rough go of it. He was such a sweet guy. He gave her a burger. What a nice guy.
That's
Dead.
like back when they killed people in Stranger Things, and then they stopped doing that by 5.
Sure.
Because, why would you?
Because you killed off all the unnecessary people. Everybody likes everyone that's left. Why would you kill them?
Did you watch the Saturday Night Live?
No, Finn hosting.
They do a Stranger Things.
Well,
you gotta watch it. There's
all right. We'll find it.
A couple of funny things. Okay, so Benny,
couple of funny things.
Best actor. Okay,
yes.
Where do we go from there, Tony?
Oof, that's actually tough. I mean, I would say by default it's Lucy Liu.
Yeah,
but I don't think she's great in this movie.
No.
But the kids are pretty bad.
The one girl is supposed to be traumatized from 2 of her best friend, the daughter, and other schoolmates who
she seems pretty okay.
She does not seem like she's seeing a therapist. She does not seem like she's losing it. I mean, maybe
she's fine.
We have a couple people cry at times, but they do not seem like they're on the edge where you're thinking they're on drugs and you think that something bad is going to happen.
And the thing is, she is kind of on drugs. And she doesn't seem like, it's weird, right? Like she seems fine. She seems totally fine. The brother is like a weird. He can turn on the asshole side when he's like cursing, but it doesn't feel real. It feels like he's a guy putting on like, I'm gonna curse because I'm angry. Fuck at this, fuck at that. But it doesn't feel like this kid feels that.
A fucking it is, a fucking it that,
fucking it is, fucking it that. So he's not good. And then, but they all beat out this rapist serial killer kid who is hardly a human being.
You don't think he sold it at the end when he's? Well, we're going to talk about that scene because that scene was one for the ages. I can't even talk about the one part that I love more than anything, which was
really.
I mean, just because of like. Here's this dirty little writer sitting in his little writing cubby.
For sure.
A spooky, scary monster boy. It was really, really some bad stuff.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Okay.
Oh, who else is in the movie? Yeah. The crazy lady. She's not good either. The psychic
lady.
Medium.
That part was,
super weird.
It's like after you have Poltergeist and you have what's her name coming in, he's like, there are spirits.
Sure.
You're like, you gotta go somewhere when you
gotta do something. Do something.
She kind of walks in and is like, yeah, there's a ghost. Ghost, see time backwards. Husband, go get me some money and then I'll leave. You're like, what?
Yeah, I did love that they like took advantage of the family. I mean, anyhow, different. We'll get there.
Yeah. Okay, let's start the movie. Presents.
All right.
2024, maybe 2025. No one's quite sure.
Sure.
Hour and 24, maybe an hour and 25. Nobody knows.
Sure.
We start with the ghost. He's in an empty house, looking out the window, walks around the empty house. There's music occasionally in this movie. The music is very weird.
It does not fit the style of this movie. So it's like this weird gothic, like operatic type of music. It does not fit this movie at all. It's like Phantom of the Opera type music, and that is not the movie we are watching right now.
And it feels like it only comes up in maybe 3 or 4 scenes in the whole movie.
And it's not motivated. It's not like there's something that's happening that it's like, okay, here we go. Now we're being ghostly or something. It just happened a couple of times. I was like, why? This is weird. I don't understand why we're doing this. It's probably because they paid for it. And so they're like, just put it in a couple times, guy.
I mean, when you score a movie, and that's part of the thing that this movie felt like is they were trying to eschew normal,
sure,
plot structure.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, what we're going to just do is give you a bunch of fragments and then you're going to put the puzzle together in your head. But they give us, they give us so few fragments, sort of, and they don't give us anything that's superfluous. So we never really have to put the puzzle together because we're like, well, I guess that's a major plot point. I guess that's a major plot
right.
point. I guess that's super important.
Yeah, 100%.
In a movie where you're looking at, just the life of a person. Yeah. Did you ever see the Oppenheimer movie?
No, we haven't watched it yet, Dan.
Okay.
I can't do it. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it, but I
didn't think so.
Reading it, watching a critique video of it, and this woman was saying that they use 3 different time periods and they cut between them.
Okay.
And she's like, they just make a mess of it. So you're never sure where you're going or where you are. And it's that kind of thing where your brain is always trying to play catch up and you're getting lost and you're feeling unhinged. This movie's kind of the opposite of that, where everything is just so straightforward. Maybe they'll say a little something and then it'll be just clarified literally in the next scene.
Yeah.
So
it's very linear.
For a movie that's supposed to be non-linear, it's incredibly linear to a fault.
Now, let me ask you something, and maybe this is a bad idea. This is something I'm just thinking of right now. What if this was kind of like, a Memento type thing? What if this movie was shot slightly out of order? Because if the ghost experiences time differently, why in the world am I the ghost in this movie and I'm following everything linearly? That doesn't make any sense.
We'll have to read about it. I don't think you read about it. I didn't read about it. I bet you they tried to cut together one that worked like that, and it probably didn't work at all.
It just probably don't work, That's probably true.
Memento, that's the one Christopher Nolan got right in most opinions, I think.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
And then whatchamacallit, the stupid one, the
Tenet.
No, not the super stupid one. The stupid one everybody loves, where they go into all the different realities. Inception.
Yeah, Inception.
He kind of plays some of those games.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
kinda. He wants you to think that. Oh, well, then Tenet, he's really playing them, but they're beyond stupid.
It's so. Yeah. All right. Anyhow. I was just thinking.
We got a new Nolan. We got the Troy one coming up there. Everybody's all bent out of shape about the helmets.
Oh, are they? I haven't seen this helmet hate. It's Helmet Gate.
It's pretty. Yeah.
The world's in a weird spot where we're just like, just hate it. Just hate everything. Who cares?
So, boom. Now we're at the next day. So the ghost floats around the house and then settles in this one closet, which is going to be the daughter's room's closet. Her name is Chloe.
Which I guess, because that's the window he falls out of. So maybe that's why he's like anchored there. I don't know. It's weird.
He wants to watch himself fall out the window.
Who doesn't?
Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm dead.
Oh, that's how it happened.
I'm dead. So, boom, realtor shows up first, then this family shows up. It's a 100-year-old house. That doesn't mean anything. Mom and dad. Dad's not happy because we're near a firehouse, and that means we're going to hear the fire engine.
Yeah, maybe if you're in like New York City, like how many fires are happening in this suburban? I don't know. That was a weird thing to worry about. I'm just saying.
And we're sort of learning that Chloe's had these two friends die, and she's going to a therapist. At one point, the dad's like, "Oh, maybe we should get some of her hair and drug test her." Well, that's a later scene. You're just like, "Well, yeah, just go do that, right?
Right.
Just go do that."
Such a weird thing.
Like if you're really worried, don't even tell your wife. Just go get
Also-
her brush, pull the hairs, go do it.
Well, right. So my question is like, how long does that last? I don't know anything about drug testing. Does it have to be like pluck into the thing, go? Or like, can the hair sit for a minute? Because, humans shed a lot. It's actually not that hard if you live with someone to get a piece of their hair.
I believe if you do marijuana, it just goes into your, it's like if
Right.
I'm smoking marijuana and it grows into my, if I smoke marijuana, I bet you a month later, if you pull out one of my hairs, there's some marijuana in there.
Marijuana? Yeah, I don't know.
Spleef of hair.
Wrap that up there. Yeah.
But I always think 6 months. I think it's 6 months for it to work out of your system in urine and everything else, if I remember.
Then it shouldn't be that hard. That's all I'm saying. It feels like it should be pretty easy.
It's too soon, blah, 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 blah. The girl
Doesn't feel too soon.
No.
She
The girl
seems fine.
goes up and picks the ghost room. Then we cut to black. Next day, the painters arrive. They're painting some of the rooms. And then one of the guys, Roberto, won't go into the ghost room.
But we don't see that.
We don't see Roberto.
All
we don't
get
hear
to
from
see
him.
is we never see this man. We get to see his friend / coworker be like, I don't know. He said he's not coming to the room. I don't know. Where's Wild? Paint. Okay. Terrible scene.
Talk to
So
me,
stupid.
Tony. Why are you doing a scene of a human not reacting to an actual visceral response that happening,
Yep.
but instead you can have
100%.
someone give a very basic plot.
Because he's in the house. He's in a
right.
different room.
He's just across the
So
hall.
let's see the moment where he's about to cross the threshold and he's like, oh, Dios mío, no, I cannot go in there. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know. Is this what they do for ghosts?
Cross fixes everything.
I don't. It's just so weird to just cut all the way past that. And the other guy's just like, hey, where's your Roberto? And he's like, I don't know. He said he wasn't coming in the room. I'm going to keep working, though. Great. So much tension in that scene, you idiots.
And now they're all moved in. The son comes home. Next day, mom's on a call talking about there being some trouble, I guess. And that's going to, I think, be the financial, that she did some financial sketchy thing, maybe to afford the house. Maybe. We never really know, but.
We don't. It's not a plot point. So I'm not sure. I don't know. It's weird.
And then we get the scene that Tony loves. Here's Lucy Liu and the son in the kitchen. She's holding his hand. He's a swimmer, and she's moved to this neighborhood so that he can swim on the right swim team, and he's having swimming success. And she's like, I will do anything for love. But I won't. Well, she probably would do that.
She
That's
would.
the problem.
I'm telling you, she would, Dan. Hands down, she's into it. That's her testing the waters. She's because she keeps telling him, like, you can do anything you want if it's for the right reasons. Doesn't matter how bad it is. Don't listen to other people when they tell you don't sleep with your mom. It's fine. It's weird. It's a weird scene. I understand what you're saying, that it's about she's talking about her own life separately, but she's definitely talking to him. I'm sorry. Maybe that's an acting thing, but she is looking at him. She wants this kid. I'm sorry.
Well, and she says, do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And then he gets up and is like, Mom, you're weird. he's like,
because
peace
she
out.
is weird, dude. She's being weird. I would have left too. I was like, this is weird. I don't like this conversation, Mom. I gotta go.
So Tony, no. We see Chloe, the girl. She's crying in her room.
Yeah, sorta.
So it is not crying. It is not teenage crying.
It is someone pretending to cry. And I'm not good at fake crying. I've told the commercial story on here, right? Where I was supposed to cry in that commercial, couldn't cry. And then they had to put those like droplets in my eyes, which is, hey, that's acting, right? Some of us aren't that good at it. But she's definitely just like a kid pretending to cry. Like there's no emotion to this crying whatsoever.
I mean, you think about a girl who breaks up with somebody and the crying that occurs from that, it is crying. It is crying. And this girl is just like, okay, now I'm going to lay down and go to bed.
And I'm good. Thank you. Just had to get that out.
She senses the ghost. The ghost goes and hides in the closet. She gets up and then she says, nausea. But really what she said was nausea. I thought she said nausea. Like,
nausea.
Why did she say nausea? I didn't get that.
Don't know. I don't know.
So then she's taking a shower, and this is the greatest scene of the movie. She has her books out on the bed. The ghost closes one book, closes another book, piles up the book,
stacks them up
at the table. Then the ghost picks up this other book, and it. Let me. Okay, I got a book here. Like it picks it up, and it's like, ooh, ooh. They needed the ooh.
Yep.
Ooh,
there you go.
and then
That's
it like
perfect.
slides it in between a couple other books. It looked like it was on fishing line.
Because it is, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know.
I mean, can't you just CGI that shit? I don't understand.
You could.
It looks so corny. It looked so corny.
This is one of those moments where I was like, this looks like a student film. Where, like, they don't have the resources. They don't have the ability. Like, what can we do? And we can put something on a string and lift it. That's what we can do. So that's what we'll do.
In my Devil Dick sketch, I have the part where like there's like the mysterious contract comes out, that the guy signed.
Yeah.
And you make the contract and then you put it on a dowel and you put it on a stick. And it gets big laughs. Big laughs. Yeah. Big laughs, right? Did it get big laughs? I think it got big laughs.
Sure did. Because
it's so stupid. And you're just watching this and you're like, you can't put that in your movie. It just looks so stupid.
Because it's not supposed to be stupid. If this was supposed to be silly, great. Then it's very funny. When it's supposed to be real, it's not funny at all. So this is just me.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel with the way the lens and the camera work was doing in this scene that I was moving that stuff.
The ghost, when it does a lot of the stuff, it's too far away.
Exactly.
But also when it gets in too close, it doesn't feel right either. Because right at the end,
I think it's because the lens.
When it's doing the it's too close, and you're like, why is it bubba-buying? And you're so close.
It's like this far away from his face. Hey! I just don't think it worked, You got to work on that.
And the ghost didn't build up to it. The ghost is like, and we didn't understand.
Just did it.
We didn't understand why the ghost was doing that. Later on, at one point, the ghost blows in her face. And I was like, well, that's kind of interesting.
Is it?
Well,
why did they do that?
I mean, it's just weird that the first thing the ghost does is pick up multiple books and do multiple actions.
And just kind of put them away for no reason. I don't know. I don't get it.
It's not like the ghost like left out a book like, don't fuck the team captain, like
right, like it's not leaving hints. It's not doing it for a reason. It's just like, well, I could do some ghost shit. You want to see? You want to see what I could do? I don't know.
Your first ghost shit doesn't seem relevant, except to like let her know that there's a ghost hanging out.
Yeah, super weird.
Blow
I don't get it.
Brush her hair, do some stuff like that. Do some kissing.
Kiss your mom, kiss your sister, do some kissing.
Yeah, he should be kissing. The big reveal should just be a whole incest thing at the end. We're just like, oh, this is all about incest. Oh,
classic Soderbergh right there.
But no, weird rapist kid or murdering kid.
Oh yeah.
Okay, takes a shower, does that, and then this is when the sappy music was happening. Then she gets out and freaks out, touches a book. Dad comes in, and why does she tell the dad as to why she made the freak out noise?
She's like, oh, I saw a mouse. What? Why? What? Why would you, first of all, why would you lie about that? Just be like, I thought I saw something, spook myself. That's it. No, I saw a mouse in the house. You're going to have to take care of that, Dad.
We're talking to our neighbors. Our one neighbor, rats got in there and ate his electrical system on his car.
Good Lord. That's not good.
And he was carrying snacks in his trunk. They got in the trunk, ate the snacks. And the other neighbor, this was a while ago, it was a couple of years ago, and then the other neighbor's like, oh yeah, I moved the trash cans in. A bunch of rats scurried out, which I think means one rat scurried out. That's
hey, one's enough. That would scare the bejesus out of me. You kidding me?
We got this one plant down the street, and like maybe 3 months ago, walking down there, there's a rat sitting out in front of the plant. And then I remember like 5 or 6 years ago, I'd seen a rat sitting out in front of the exact same plant. He's just chilling. He's just chilling, like smoking a cig.
Or are you in a time loop?
Maybe I'm experiencing time in a different way. It's possible.
Those 2 days were actually right next to each other, Dan, but you experienced them 3 years apart. That's crazy.
Okay, so seeing a rat. If I saw a mouse, and then the pervy ghost moves to avoid her gaze. Okay, I wrote he's a pervy ghost.
Well, she's in a towel. It's a little weird.
Dad and Mom talk. This is when they're wondering if she's on drugs. They talk about the 2 dead kids. Maybe we should try different different therapists.
She just doesn't seem like she's maybe on drugs. Like there's nothing she's done that I'm like, oh boy, someone look up if she's doing okay, because she is crazy right now. She's just fine. She's doing all right.
Dude, she should be like laying in bed for like 12 hours. You gotta be doing the something. Stuff. You know,
she's do the stuff.
You know, it's like people go through stuff and, you know, they don't get out of bed. They do stuff. She didn't do anything. She's like,
no,
whatever.
Just living her life, having a good time.
And her mom says, like, the greatest line of the movie, we can't let her we can't let her take us all down.
Right. Like, whoa, lady. So much for wanting to help your daughter. Like, it's cool. Just be like, you know what? We're going to have to cut her loose because she's dragging us down.
Dad calls Howard. He's got a legal question. Ooh, spooky legal question incoming later.
Doesn't matter.
Don't care.
Because they don't do anything with it.
Chloe's in her room. Ty comes home with Ryan, the blonde guy. I guess Ryan is interested in her.
I'm so confused, Dan.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about relationships about these kids. So the daughter is friends with Nadia.
Yeah. Best friend.
Who's dead.
Yeah.
Best friends with Nadia.
Well, they've moved schools.
They moved schools.
Now they moved schools.
And now this Ryan guy is at this is what I'm saying.
How did Ryan kill girls at the old school? Right. Oh, God, that doesn't work at all.
Doesn't make any sense, dude. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
How's
because the brother's like,
schools?
oh, this guy, Ryan, befriended me. Do you know how big deal that is? He's so cool at this school.
Because he's the big man on campus. He's the big sports guy. We don't know what sport he... Right. I mean, I assume he swims, but like the swimmers are the big sports guys in the school.
The big jocks are those swimmer boys. Please, swimmers, don't kick my ass. I'm sorry. I take it back. You guys are trim, slim, hairless.
Also, the boy, he's not built like a swimmer.
No, the brother.
Swimmers are. A swimmer walks around like this. I'm a swimmer. Yeah. They're in the water going like, bah. And they, even young, they're like that.
Blah.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, does it? How's he killing all the girls at a different school?
I don't understand. How does he know these girls? He killed them. Now he's at the new school killing girls. I was like, what's happening? This guy, it doesn't make any sense.
Because she seems like she's somehow, she's acting interested in him before she even seems to know even who he is.
100%. Yeah.
And so he says, hey, then the ghost closes the door so that he can't hear them talking or something?
I don't know, Dan. Doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't know. Mom's on the computer. Dad comes in. She says she got a virus. I don't know what that is. She says Ty won at swimming, but don't let him know that you know, so that he can tell you that he won, even though when he goes in there to see the kid doesn't tell him that he
talk
won.
about it at all.
I don't know what that means. And he's like,
nothing.
He's like, I'm going to order burritos. And he goes, Chloe, do you want a burrito? And she's like, I'm perfectly normal. Of course I want a burrito.
Okay, we have to, Dan, this scene made me so angry.
The burrito scene? The taking
burrito
of the order
scene.
of the burritos?
Because he's not taking an order. If I came to you and I was like, hey, Dan, you want a burrito? What the fuck's coming in the burrito? Tell me what is coming in the burrito I just offered you. You don't know. Nobody knows what he's... So what? Everybody wants the same burrito? You just know the burritos? It's all one burrito? Does this place only sell one burrito? You want a burrito. No one would ever ask you if you want a burrito. Be like, hey, I'm getting chicken burritos. I'm getting beef burritos. There's so many different kinds of burritos. And this guy went to 2 different people and was like, you want a burrito? And they're like, yep.
Well, and here we see what's the true flaw of the movie. There's no specifics in the movie.
There's not. It's so generic. You want a generic burrito
generic
for dinner, guys? Fuck you.
And the terrifying thing is this is one of the most specific scenes in the whole movie.
Because it's a burrito. Instead of, hey, you want Mexican food? Come on.
Or just, I'm going to order food. You know, that's
you want food? You want food? Great. I'm getting everybody food.
Gonna get FODD, food. Because I mean, if you bought me just a standard burrito, I would be very angry with you, Tony.
Right, because everyone likes their burritos differently. No, I mean, maybe not everybody, but like, we're not going to want the same burritos. So for sure.
If you bring me a burrito that has like lettuce in it or big hunky chunky onions, I'm gonna be like, go fuck yourself. You're gonna pick all those onions out before I eat that burrito.
You're gonna unroll that burrito and hand pick those out and put it back together.
Because someone's gonna do that. Bitch. Actually, most likely I'm gonna do it, but I will do that.
That is what would happen. Yeah, I don't want to manhandle your food. You know, talk about ungrateful. Jeez, Dan, I brought you a burrito. Unbelievable, this guy. Yeah, this scene infuriated me. I just lost my shit. I was so mad. That's not how you order burritos. I'm sorry.
Oh, then he calls Howard again, and you know he's having trouble.
I am curious. I wish we got to hear the other side of the conversation. Like, how much trouble is he in? I don't know. I am curious. I would love to hear about it, but no, you don't get to know.
Those would be specifics.
Sure.
Chloe and Ryan come home together. They're like doing booze time, and she's like, "Oh, you want booze? You want to go up to my room?" She's being hot and loose. How loose was she, Tony?
Too loose.
Wait, too loose?
Okay. Yeah, man. She invited him to her room. That's huge. That is big time.
But did she really feel that loose?
No. She was just saying the things. She wasn't actually coming on to him at all.
Yeah.
How old is she? How old are they? I don't.
Teenagers.
Like high school, obviously.
Yeah, high school.
Teenager. Yep. Burritos. Teenagers.
When do you
they're all
end high
the same.
school? How old are you when you ended high school? 17 or 19? 17.
Well, so usually like between 17 and 19. 19 is like the high end. Usually like average is 18 when you graduate.
18
I think.
You graduate. So I mean, we're assuming Ty is 18 and she's 17. I guess. Is that maybe that's not statutory rape, but
it is.
Is
just by legal definition.
No, I mean, is statutory under 18 or is it under 16? 16 or under.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess I haven't really looked into this too much, Dan.
What? I mean, I'm always keeping track of it. What year were you born? 1947?
Age of consent in every state. I need to know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's
Let's
weird.
Let's not talk about statutory rape. We'll get into it later.
Soderbergh. Unbelievable, this guy.
Yeah, so he's like, she's ready to go, but then he says, "Oh, your bro has a mean streak," which I don't know if that later we wonder if he was just saying that because he doesn't have the setup he wants, or if he's actually afraid of the brother. I don't know. And how does he know he has a mean streak?
That's my look, swim team, baby. Swim team. He gets so mad at swimmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't really see like his mean streak is just cursing. Like he just says the F word and then the dad gets mad about it.
No, we also set up that he's setting up this
scene?
prank on Simone.
Oh, that's right. He's a bully for sure. But he's not going to bully Ryan because they're co-bullies.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Like they're in it together. They're bad guys. I don't know. It's weird.
They go up to the room. I think they're getting baked. I think are they smoking weed? I think.
Yeah, it seems like that's what they're doing. Little Mary Jane, as the kids say.
And he's sort of pumping her about being depressed and having a friend die, and she's like equating it to being in a hole, and it was an accident.
She doesn't seem like she's in a hole, but the words are fine.
They do some kissing, and then they do some more kissing, then they do some crying, then it's all cool, and then Ryan is the blonde kid, starts doing a whole I decide nothing in my life.
He does a whole monologue.
For 6 years, I carried a razor blade in my wallet. I'm nothing.
Was this the point where you're like, oh, he's the killer? I don't know how, but he's definitely the killer.
I kind of liked him at first. I was like, oh, here's the stable kid. And then they started doing this. And did you know there was a killer?
I thought, okay, let me go back. I didn't know he was a killer. I thought he was a raper, and I assumed that the girls then like killed themselves because I thought it was gonna be like really depressing.
Oh wow!
It was still depressing, by the way. Still depressing. He still murdered them. Still bad. But I thought it was more like they did it to themselves because the way that they talk about it is like, oh, the parents found her in her bed. She was all alone, and I was like, oh, well, she killed herself, right? Like, I mean, that did happen. So why? And it's like because this guy is out there raping people, and then he started drugging everybody, and I was like, yeah, he's definitely a raper. But he's just like a plastic rapper, is what it is.
And then boom, the whole closet falls over, and then she goes towards the closet, and then the ghost blows in her face.
Right, and I didn't get it.
Oh, you didn't get why he blew it in her face?
Why does he do that?
It doesn't need to blow in her face at that point. There's no reason to, but
she's not like still coming at him. She like goes to the door, and then he's just like, like what the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? Super weird. Super weird.
They have a dinner, all four of them, and the girl's like, I sense a presence. There's a ghost in the house. Things have been moving.
We got to talk about this setup real quick. I know I'm talking about a lot of stuff. I apologize.
It's a movie.
This is a table that holds 6 people.
6-person table. We're in a movie.
6-person table.
And a ghost. There's a ghost and six people and a ghost.
Yeah, so
the
mom and the dad are at nowhere. The mom and the dad are at the tops. What do you call this? The
front and back end.
The front and back, the sides. They're on the single chairs on the sides, and then there's 2 chairs
at the front of the table.
Yeah, the head of the table.
Head of the table and the end. Back.
So they bookend it, right? And then there's 4 chairs 2 on each side of the other side.
Yeah.
The brother and the sister are sitting on the same side.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why are there 2 empty chairs? No, I would never sit over there.
Ghost.
I got to let my elbows free while I'm eating. If I had a choice, I wouldn't choose to sit next to somebody if the other side was wide open and I could do whatever I want.
Tony's throwing elbows.
I just thought it was weird. It was a weird set. I understand they're doing it for the camera so they don't have to cut or like move around the table to get everyone's looks, but I didn't like it.
It didn't do the lighting right. Boo, 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 boo.
The light comes from nowhere, Dan. Get over it. It's a bad movie.
Ty gets all pissed off because there's a ghost, and T gets mad, and he's like, I hate you. And then the dad gets mad at everybody because he's like, I'm not going to live like this. Ah!
Right. And then we just kind of move on.
Yeah.
He said, I can't live like this. Meaning one of 2 things. He's going to murder everybody or he's leaving the family. Those are the 2 things that I got from that.
Yep.
And nobody talks about it any further?
Yep.
It's a little weird.
Ty comes down and talks to Dad. He's like, I was an asshole. And Dad's like, she's been through a lot. And, you better fix your relationship because I haven't talked to, my sister and I didn't have a relationship for 6 years. Okay.
And here's my problem with that. Like, where Tyler is in his life, he's probably feeling cool. 6 years free. I'll take it.
Me and my brothers always got along, so we never had any of those weird things.
My brother and my sister, we all got along too. Like, my brother is 6 years younger than me, 6 or 7 years, and he hung out with us all the time. Even in high school, he's in like middle school. We're graduating high school. He's hanging out with us all the time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Did any girls die?
No.
Okay, good.
No. We made it out unscathed. I did slap my sister one time though, so there's that. But she deserved it, Dan.
Why did you slap? You
know those pool noodles? I slapped her good. You know those pool noodles? Those like styrofoam noodles?
If you hit your sister with a pool noodle, that is not slapping her.
No. She was hitting me with the pool noodle in the face over and over. And I said, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. She kept hitting me, and I just wailed her. She will never let me forget it.
How old were you and how old was she?
Old enough to know better.
How old were you?
I was middle school. She was probably like freshman in high school.
That'd be my guess. I was 21 and she was 22.
This happened over Christmas, Dan.
Wow.
She brings it up almost every time I see her.
Well, I hope she sues.
I hope so too. She'll get nothing.
And Ty's talking about the girls, and he's like, oh, they're putting stuff into their bodies. Like he's like, oh, I'm Mr.
As he drinks like 9 times in this movie, by the way. Like, what? He's an alcoholic. So what are we talking about here?
Ty doesn't drink.
Yeah. He drinks the scene where Ryan comes over at the end. He's drinking. He's slamming it back, and that's when he drugs him.
Oh, that's true. He was slamming it. He's
putting stuff in his body. Ridiculous.
Wow.
Although he does say something like, if it comes from the earth, it's okay. He's kind of a hippie, I guess, if you think about it. I don't know.
People always figure out their excuses. Mom comes into the daughter. I eyed your blue blouse. Here's your blouse. We're friends now. Now I'm leaving. That was a weird
I don't know.
Have a nice day.
Am I missing something there? Yeah, I don't know. The daughter almost looked like she had never recognized the shirt, like she'd never seen it before. I don't know.
So here we are. We're on the living room. Ty is energetically, to the point of psychosis, telling the story of how he pranked Simone.
Uh-huh.
If you gave me $100, I could not tell you what he was talking about.
Just bullying a girl. Just bullying her. But here's the part that bothers me about this scene. He's telling the story, laughing his ass off, right? Just thinks really it's the funniest thing in the world.
Very weird, creepy.
The dad is like so annoyed with him. The daughter's doing nothing. She's just sitting in the corner, just like moping.
No, she's picking. She's stimming and
oh,
picking.
Sure. That's right. You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. But the mom, Lucy Liu, is so into this story, bro. She's so into it. She's like laughing along, and she's like, oh, you're so funny. She is trying to fuck her son. I'm sorry. This story is terrible. It's uninteresting. It's mean. She is so into it, dude. It is weird. She's holding his hand while she's telling him, she's drinking some wine. Her legs are crossed towards him. She's definitely coming on to him. I'm sorry.
I'm going to be very rude now. Is she cucking her own husband in this scene? Because he's like 100%, saying everything he says. He's like,
yeah. No, that's 100% what happens. That's why he leaves. The husband ends up leaving the room because he's like, I can't deal with this shit. My son having sex with my wife, telling stupid stories. It's weird, man.
And then there's the high-pitched sound, and then we go up to the room, and he starts destroying the whole room.
Yeah.
Why is he... And then they go up and can watch the ghost trash the room. So they all,
and then yet somehow people still don't believe her later. It's a little confusing, but
they all know there's Ty's like, if it's not, I'm main character energy. It's not about me.
Sure.
Why do I care? But wait a second. Hold on.
yeah.
So is Ty trying to like? Is he watching? Since he's the ghost, is he watching himself get hit on by his mom, and that enrages him because it's so fucking
what's
creepy?
happening. Because he knows what's about to happen. That night in the original timeline, they have sex, right? But he's like, "You can't do it, buddy. Don't do it." So he throws all the stuff in the room to stop it from happening. That was the real reason he came back, not to save the sister, just to stop himself from having sex with the mom. That's what happened.
It's a true tragedy. Everyone's now outside. The mom is smoking. Dad yells at Ty because Ty's a prick. And they're kind of like, who do we talk to? And then Chloe's like, I know that the ghost doesn't mean any harm because the ghost is cool. I can feel her when I'm alone. And she wants to help.
And you don't think this is creepy? Yeah. Like, what are you? Saw you in the shower. Creepy. Blue on your face for some reason. Creepy. Watching you make out with your boyfriend. It's all weird. That ghost is weird. I would be like, we gotta leave. We gotta leave for a couple of months. Easy.
They call the realtor the next day, and the realtor's like, actually, once again, we don't even call the realtor, don't we? We just talk about how what happened when we called the realtor. That's your problem with a lot of this movie. Yeah. It's like, let me rephrase something that just happened somewhere else, and it's like it's a thing that we could have done right out there, right? They could have called her right there.
100% immediately. They were huddled there for 20 minutes outside talking about jack squat, that someone could have been like, we got to call her and move. And she should have said, hey, no, I have a medium friend. I'll just send over the medium.
Yeah,
Great.
I think it's her sister-in-law. It's a medium.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
And they're like, she has second sight. She's not a psychic, but she has second. You're like, she's psychic.
It's all the same.
And then she's coming at 12:30 tomorrow. Boom. We cut to 12:30 tomorrow. She's here, they say. The ghost goes and looks out the window, sees her for a second. Here come Carl and Lisa. Carl's got this long orange tie. Was it an orange tie that's he feels like, who does he feel like? He feels like some weird. He feels like he's a guy selling you a used car or carpet or something. You're just like,
carpet's good. Yeah.
And then the wife comes in and she's like, what do you need? She's like, just give me some water. And then she goes and sits on the couch, and she sits on the edge of the couch. They should have had her tracking the ghosts the entire time.
If she's real. You know what I mean? Like, we are the ghost. If she senses a presence, she should sense it.
And she kind of looks at the ghost a couple of times, but you really needed to say to us that... It felt
more like she looked at the camera. You know what I mean? Because sometimes actors do that, Dan. Sometimes we look straight down the barrel because it's very distracting to have a camera in your face. That's what it felt like to me. I don't know. Didn't feel ghostly.
She talks about like how old the mirror is. She's like, it's an old mirror. Right. We talk a little bit about Nadia, and then we talk about that the husband sets up this whole thing where it's like, there's a doorway between life and death, and some people see through the doorway when it's left open for a minute. And but my wife, the door's open 24/7, which I'm sorry, but this woman supposedly works like a supermarket or something. If that door is open 24/7, no.
She should be having a hard time.
She should be having a hard time.
It's tough to live because there are ghosts all around us. Just FYI.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's tough stuff.
And then she's basically like, you got to just figure it out.
I mean, have you seen The Sixth Sense? Haley Joel Osment's having a tough time. He sees ghosts everywhere.
Think about that kid. That kid, you watch that movie, M. Night knew what the hell he was doing back then. That kid was traumatized. That kid's just
you want to talk about some trauma. That kid can act.
That kid could
He's
act.
He's kind of weird now. He grew up weird.
Did he?
Yeah, a little bit.
they take the kid. Dad goes with Carl into the other room, and Carl shakes him down for some money.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, but I did think it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, he's like, well, sometimes she's so distraught. She can't go to work. So
you see, but
can't go to work, guy.
This whole movie is half measures, right? The shakedown's not even it's not even an interesting shakedown. It's just kind of like, well, she kind of can't go to work.
And he agrees right away. It's like, oh, yeah, cool. What do you need? 8,000? Here you go. Take everything. Here's my credit card. He was so amicable.
But
you didn't argue at all?
But it didn't feel like, it felt like it was kind of real. And it's like, we either want to know it's real and the guy's giving him money, or we want to take down. Everything in this movie is just right down the middle.
Yeah.
And it's like right down the middle doesn't emotionally invest us in the situation. It's like, yeah, that's how all of life is. Everyone qualifies everything they ever say, except us.
Yeah.
We're clear. This movie sucks.
But, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's bad. It's
next
bad
scene,
stuff.
Everybody's mad at Dad for giving the shakedown money.
Right. Okay. Why?
Somebody said,
why are we so mad about that?
I think this made it worse. What? No, the ghost didn't start breaking stuff. Nothing is worse.
Nothing has even happened in between those two scenes to have seen it to be worse.
And the ghost goes and hides in the closet because they're all fighting. Cut to the
Trapped
next
in the
scene.
closet.
Here's Chloe and Ryan. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Getting it on.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Huge music while they're getting it on. Huge, weird music.
Super weird. Super weird. As the ghost is watching from the closet.
Everybody's gone. Post-sex, he's like, do you want juice? Do you want some juice? Like, okay, whatever. She's like, I got to tell you something weird. He's like, yeah, tell me something weird. He goes down there. Chloe takes a shower. Ryan goes down there, and he drugs up the juice and comes back up and has his two drug juices when she comes out. And then right as she's about to drink it, the ghost tips it onto the floor, and she's like, it's all sticky.
Yeah, that was probably a line you should have reworked, just for the record.
It's a weird line.
Post-coitus, the floor's all sticky. I mean, come on.
He spends 25 minutes washing out the glass, and then he's all like, I need to see you longer. And she's like, you can stay over because I think my parents are leaving. And he's like, I think I love you.
Yeah. There's like a lot of if any young ladies watching this movie, there are a ton of red flags happening that if you see these, run away. Just run away.
Wait, what are the red flags?
Well, he's creepy, number one. He's super intense, number two. He monologued for 10 minutes about he's got no control in his life and he used to carry a razor blade, which, people have problems. That's fine. But he's angry about it. He wasn't sad about it. He's angry about it. Look out. That's trouble. Now he's love bombing her to try to get more sex out of her. It's all bad. You just got to get out.
Next scene, Dad gets home, scares her, and then we do this whole weird scene where she's all like, your mom was out of my league, so I let her make all the decisions. Grandma was Catholic,
right?
And I wanted to name you Blue, but that's not a Catholic name, so I was only able to get it in the middle name, which doesn't make any sense because it should either be about the grandma in the name or it should be about Lucy Liu in the name, right?
But it's not. Yeah, it's all weird.
What is that?
I didn't understand we don't even meet this lady. I don't need to know anything about your mom, sir. I don't know her. I'm never going to see her. Why are we talking about her? That's it. I don't understand this scene.
It didn't make any sense. Boom. We have another quick scene where the psychic lady comes back and she's pleading with them. She's all like, something bad is going to happen. There's a window that can't be opened. That's the problem.
Yeah, what?
It's not the problem. Nothing has to do with something happens with a window, but it has nothing to do with it not opening or
right. It opens quite easily when two bodies fall through it. Spoiler alert.
Well, it breaks.
I don't know.
It's different than
No,
opening.
it
but-
opens. It opens quite easily, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't understand.
Chloe is sleeping and the ghost booms her. Boom, 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 boom.
A little weird.
I don't know what. Drop a
weird.
book on her head. If you, I mean, do you want her up? What do you want?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what the ghost wants, but this weird sonic thing that it starts doing. Why you can throw things, you can move things around the room. There's lots of ways to wake people up.
You could. She could. I got to tell you something, Tony. Do you like the?
Yeah.
Do you like the California earthquakes?
Do I like them? Do people like them? No, I don't like them. They come out of nowhere and they are so scary. I much prefer tornadoes. I understand they're both very dangerous things, right? But at least a tornado, you can see it. You can see it coming up. Storm's coming. Let's get inside, everybody. Earthquake, I'm just sitting here. Boom. Earth's open. I'm falling in a pit. I'm dead. Ridiculous.
And we know because that the ghost earthquaked her bedside thing. He can earthquake the bed.
Sure can. Sure can.
But we don't know what he wants because he's a stupid ghost.
He doesn't know what he wants. Idiot.
Mom and Dad are going on a trip. And he's Dad has reinvested in their relationship. He's ready to deal with whatever criminality she's dealing with, and that is.
I guess the answers from his lawyer weren't what he wanted to hear, so he's back in. He's back in.
Ty is listening to loud music in the living room. He sees the ghost. He gets a call. Ryan is here. They do drinking. He drugs Ty.
Yeah.
Ty is knocked out.
Yeah.
Ty is out. He goes upstairs with glasses. I guess she's been up there not noticing what's been going on down here.
Yep, just chilling on the bed.
So he goes up there, and then he's all like being weird. You know, he's all like, let's get it on, which is not why he's there, really. He's actually not there to get it on.
He seems to like to get it on before he does the killing. I don't know, you know.
But that seems like a terrible idea to be filling someone up with all sorts of evidence before you kill them.
Filling them up with evidence?
Yeah. I mean, even if you're using protection, you know, there's pubic hairs flying all over the place.
Dan's a wild man. I love it. Pubic hair everywhere.
So she's like, I'm not okay with this. I'm not stable. So sex is off.
Yeah, my question is, did he have sex with the other girls before killing them? Is that his MO?
I don't think the same day, but I think in advance of the murders, yes. I would say yes.
All right. I mean, he seems to want to do the same day because he did it with her and then went and drugged her orange juice the first time. Now he's like, hey, let's do it again. I have the drugs. It seems like that's what he wants to do.
I don't think he was going to kill her that first time.
You know, you think he was just going to practice?
Mm-hmm. I think he was going to have sex I think he was going to have sex with her inert body. That's what I think.
To exert the control that he doesn't have in the rest of his life.
I don't know. Yeah. He's not a really well fleshed out villain.
No, just a bad guy.
Because we don't know what happened he doesn't even tell us.
Yeah.
During his psychotic episode, what he did and how I mean,
yeah.
He doesn't, you know, usually the villain's like, let me give my villain speech because I'm so villainous.
And that's a good way to exert control as she's basically unconscious, you know? I don't know.
And then he gets her to drink the drink. Okay, Ghost standing in the room, lets her drink the drink.
Doesn't knock it over. Yeah, what do we are, yeah.
Thanks, Ghost.
The ghost doesn't really do anything. It's weird.
Boom, boom, boom. She's like, I'm feeling sleepy. He touches her hair. He puts on weird special rapey music on his phone. You know, let me put on my rapey music.
That's the name of his mix.
Here's my question. Who do you get to make, you know, it's like, okay, I need some rape music for this scene. Will you license me that music, please?
Can you imagine getting that email? Just be like, wait, does that say rape? Is that what that says? What's going on here? That'll be a weird day of work. I don't know.
And then he goes all psychopath. Do you want to talk about it, Tony?
I mean, it's just bonkers. It's just weird. He's not very good at it. But I will say it is scary because it seems like they're really just putting that saran wrap stuff on her because it does like suck in. And I was like, that's an intense thing to do as an actor. Good for her, I guess. But it's not worth it because he's not very good at this. It's cheesy. It's silly.
He pulls out a little 5-inch long aluminum tube.
Yeah.
And then out of that tube, he pulls this little tiny roll of like saran wrap. And then he's like, it's so thin, 0.0005 centimeters. And I'm just like, what is happening? And he rolls out the saran wrap. And basically he's putting the saran wrap over her nose and mouth. And since she's rohypnoled, she will smother to death. I talked to Shannon. She's like, stuff goes through your system. She doesn't think one of the drugs would go out, but she doesn't know about the others. So maybe the drug wouldn't show up on a talk screen when they do her.
Okay.
And then what she said was the smothering with the thing, good idea, because you're not breaking bones. And then there's something that goes physical, on. Yeah. She said there's something that goes on with your eyes too that is an indicator of shit. So that part of it, they did do the research. It's a good plan.
That's the only thing that let's just think about that for a second. That's the only thing in this whole movie they researched is how do I kill somebody without anybody knowing? There's something going on. This is bad. This is bad stuff, guys.
So basically we find out, he hates girls. You stupid fucking girls.
He does hate girls. It's weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's a weird villain. It's dopey. Ghost goes downstairs, does high-pitched noises in Ty's ears, flashes the lights, and Ty wakes up, and what is Ty's first immediate thought?
His sister. I gotta go save my sister.
When has he ever thought like that?
Never. And also, why would... She's just in her room. Like, why? Maybe the ghost is saying something in that high pitch that we just can't perceive it. My sister. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't make any sense. But he doesn't even have a moment where he thinks to himself, hey, was I drugged? Why am I so groggy? What's going on here? He just bolts up and runs up the stairs. I don't know.
You don't want to have a lot of characters monologue to themselves about what's going on in their lives. Even though I walk around with a dog talking to the dog. I do it all the time.
Yeah. Yep, me too.
We monologue. We say, we're like, I talk to a dog. The dog doesn't know what I'm saying, but I still say all these things. What is it?
It's a good thing the dog doesn't.
So he's awake. What happens, Tony?
He just runs in and tackles him out the window. What do you mean?
Yes, well, we haven't said that.
He doesn't do anything, but that's what there's not. He runs up the stairs, kind of like shaky, right? Because I guess he's still drugged a little. Opens the door, doesn't even take in the scene. There isn't a moment where he assesses, hey, what are you doing to my sister? Is that saran wrap? I need to attack you. He just runs in, grabs him, and just jumps out the window with him. There seems like there's probably a better way to have done that. I don't know.
It does not seem like a satisfying conclusion to what's going on with the movie.
No.
Like, what?
My other question is, does she still have the saran wrap on her? Do we see Ryan take it off?
I'm assuming that the ghost can move the saran wrap.
All right. He didn't before. Just saying. I don't
know. That would have been a good one. The ghost keeps poking holes in it.
It's like, what the hell's going on here? Rolls out another one. All right, this one's going to work.
He goes downstairs. There must be saran wrap in this house. I'm going to wrap it around her head.
And the whole thing.
And he's doing it, and then the ghost keeps pushing like the blades on the saran wrap, and he's cutting them with the blades.
Snip.
And then we get the shot out the window. This is what really happens. And there's the two bodies, dead.
Just like the chalk outlines you see in cartoons. That's how they look.
Like when they go through the wall.
Yep.
Okay. Boom. We cut to move out day. The ghost is in the closet. Chloe comes to the closet and is getting her last thing. Let's go, Mom. Mom doesn't want to leave. Mom's, like, oh, this is the house where Ty died. I want to stay here a little longer, which, of course, is not what you want to do. You want to never be in that house again.
You want to get out. Yeah.
And then she walks over to the big credenza in the thing that had the big old mirror that we've talked about a couple times, and she looks in it, and there's Ty in the mirror. And she breaks down.
Yeah. He came back to save you.
And then the ghost flies up to heaven.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Does Ty deserve to go to heaven?
I mean, as a ghost, he did a good thing, I guess.
Does that balance out to all the shit? Did he go to confessional enough? I guess
if we're going by Christian rules, he's probably fine. Yeah.
No, he's not fine.
He's probably fine. He saved a life that repents, right? I don't know. 5 Hail Marys. I don't know anything about.
Neither do I.
Church. Yeah. Well, there you go.
That was a fun
silly
movie.
one.
Very happy with that movie.
It's a silly movie, Dan.
Gotta say, very happy with that movie.
Thank you, Mr. Soderbergh.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Tony, tell us about something you like this week.
Yeah, I finally got around to watching F1 this week with Brad Pitt.
Oh, how is that?
Directed by Joseph, what's his name, Kaczynski from Top Gun and stuff.
Gordon Levitt? Oh, okay.
No, not JGL. No, the director. It's awesome. I loved it. I thought it was great. I watched it twice this week.
Good.
Yeah,
I
watched it on the plane there and the plane back.
Is it better than the David Harbour racing movie?
So it's funny that you say that because I also watched Gran Turismo after because I was like, which one do I like better? They're both so good. I watched them both. Still can't decide. They're both lovely movies.
Oh, okay. So
I thought it was great.
I thought
it was awesome.
Good in similar ways.
Good in similar ways. I would say F1 is more of a real movie. Whereas like Gran Turismo's kind of got that like hopeful, like, we did it. We're doing it.
Mighty
and
Ducks.
F1's. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And F1's more of like, this is kind of real shit-ish. It's good. It's great. I really enjoyed it a lot. How about you, Dan?
I of course forgot to do anything, but went to the flea market. I mean, I'm sure I watched something I liked. We went to the flea market yesterday, and I bought a bunch of old paperback books from this guy. And he's all like, I'm a lawyer. And he's like, did you see that Netflix show from a year ago? That was my client. It was called Dark Encounter or American Night. I think it's called American Nightmare. And
that does sound familiar.
And I was like, probably, because we watch all of them. And then we went.
Sure.
So I got home and I told Shannon that, and we looked up the trailer. It was this crazy one where this woman kidnapped herself and then kept herself kidnapped for a month. And then they just the kidnappers brought her back and just left her at her doorstep. And it turned out, that they figured out that she kidnapped herself, and it all took place in, around here. And, it was in Orange County and stuff. And he was God. The boyfriend's lawyer. The boyfriend's lawyer.
Okay, boyfriend. Oh, okay.
Who I think
they thought he did it, I'm sure.
Yeah, and he didn't do it, but he was part of it. And I think she branded herself. I think it might have been that one where she did weird, they did weird stuff to her. And you're just like, oh my God.
Well, you got to make it look real, Dan. Okay, you got to commit to the bit.
So it's just very funny that someone
that's weird.
Very actively shared, their Netflix movie.
This is me. This is me right here.
Relationship.
Tony, that's so weird. I love it. Yes,
we need a movie. I hope we can find a movie as bad as this one because
there's no way. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's not possible. This is bottom of the barrel.
This one is pretty bad.
But we are gonna go back to a movie we did last year, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. The sequel came out this year.
Oh no!
And it's Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We're gonna do Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Josh Hutcherson is back.
The Hutch, baby.
I guess there's
gonna be good.
There's a second Five Nights at Freddy's in the same town, a mile away or something. People are talking about it saying it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's like, because they have like the main location, and this is the original location that's shut down or something, but all the stuff is still there. What? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, Dan. It's going to be great.
I definitely watched some stuff where the people were like, Did they even watch the first movie? Did the person who wrote this movie even know they made a first movie? It's like that. I think it's going to be like
I'm
that. Not
excited.
that I remember the first movies.
Neither do I, which makes it even better, I think. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this.
Well, very good. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. You have to watch it because I don't know.
Because you got it.
If you like what we do, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, or even leave a comment. Some weird kid's been leaving this one comment on the Rob Schneider one. He's like, I don't know, he just keeps saying the same thing. And I was like,
the same thing over and
I
over.
don't know what's going on.
I don't understand kids.
People were not happy about our negative inferences about the Rob Schneider movie.
Everyone likes the animal?
I think they do. I think, since it's part of conservative comedy now, I think you're not supposed to be critical of conservative comedy. You're not supposed to be critical of Rob Schneider because of,
Pretty sure I can be critical of him because he's not very good. But I want to be clear: if they watched that episode, I thoroughly enjoyed the animal.
It was.
Let's be clear: I had a great time.
It was definitely one of your more positive movie reviews that we've ever had.
Is it a terrible movie? Yeah, I think we can all agree. That doesn't make it not super fun. It was super fun. Loved it. People are funny.
It was not super fun. So we'll be back next week talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. You all have a good weekend.
Goodbye, everybody.